hear the bumpers and the bells, chasing that multi-ball magic, the stories that it tells. From the classic wooden cabinets to the digital spells, every play's a new adventure, breaks you from your shells. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid, yeah, the show's about to start. Talking pixels, flippers, and the tech that stole our heart. From the joystick to the headset, come on and play your part. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid, a brand new world to charge. Now we're strapping on the goggles, worlds are virtual and bright. Stepping into new dimensions, bathed in neon light. The future's here, it's crystal clear, and everything feels right. Connecting past and present.
Welcome to Hangin' Out. Let's do this.
The night.
Nice. Oh, Poe's not ready.
Could have unmuted myself there.
How's it? Before we even get started, I got to put this up. I didn't even realize because I'm trying to type while we were having all our things. I think the biggest technical difficulty was my spelling. Technical.
I did that on a JSON file on my Sprint, and now it's just kind of there. So Electronite, I put that, must have slipped on the keyboard. It's Electronite. I saw it when I started doing a video. I'm like, oh, hopefully nobody reads that.
Nice. Let's go ahead and whip through this early chat here. Bliss was here early. Phil was here.
Hey,
and,
Phil.
Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and that it's a
You
great
too.
New Year. Yeah. Awesome. Bliss was here when I said my misspelled technical difficulties. Kelly's here, of course. Casey's here.
Casey was here on this video like yesterday too, I think. Maybe the day
Nice.
before.
Kaos is here.
Hey, Chaos.
Let's see. Mike's Gaming Gala is here. I don't know if he's still here. He said he's at dinner, but he'll be back. Let's see. He'll be back. Code Monsieur, hello from Georgia,
Hey, Code.
USA. Let's see. Polo.
Hey, Paula.
Nice. Let's see. Intellivision Gamer saying hi to Code. Chaos is like, what am I watching here? Casey
12-hour intro.
Casey must have jumped over to my chat. Kelly says it's a strategy. Strategy, yeah. What game were we playing when she said that? Strategy. Like, yeah, my playing is a tragedy.
Tragedy.
Oh, yeah. Here you go, Poe. William asked me who taught you how to spell electronite. Chaos is saying hello. Phil is saying, Poe, you should read this. Poe's like, I can't read that.
That's bad.
Get us banned. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. You know, here Casey's trying to get revenge. Yeah, I'm dying here.
I still have that screen capture, Casey. I was going to use it for something, but I never did.
Right. The delay in the stream is all on me. Poe was here on time. I took 10 full minutes to get my browser to recognize my camera. I don't know why. I'm not sure what's going on. And I got some other weird shenanigans going on. I showed Poe. I can show you guys. you can see my screen over here. I got all this dead area. It's like my whole screen is shifted to the side. I don't know what happened. But and then we finally got connected. And I said, okay, I'm going to play the intro. And then I realized I don't have the intro. So I had to re-upload the intro. So my bad on being late. So I can say I am a penis. My fault. Chaos. Probably because I don't think Chaos saw the intro last week, so he probably didn't know what the heck he was watching with that. Yeah, that's the shortened version. The original unedited version is 37 minutes. But it was Kelly said it was bowling that she was a tragedy. Let's see. Polo says he's been playing a lot of Demio Dungeons and Dragons. Will you guys be playing it online with me soon? I am like just swamped with sprint, and then a tad bit of Atari since Christmas. Look at there. I'm like, I can just randomly pick up out of my pile of one game in here.
That's where you just store them. Just throw them all around in there.
Now I'm going to build a shelf behind the couch because that's where I do all my videos and stuff for playing the Sprint and playing Atari. I'm going to build a shelf up there, and I'm going to put all my cartridges up there. So right now it'll be this one that Poe got me for Christmas. Thanks again, Poe. And I have my Intellivision baseball cartridge that Mike got me, I think it was last year for Christmas. And so right now that's the two I have. So nice. But they will be up on the thing behind. Casey's calling you out. Come on, Poe. He plays along. Let's see. Poe, what are you drinking tonight? Says Polo.
I have a mix of mostly water to a little bit of Gatorade powder in one side, and then I have a half-calf coffee sitting over here next to me. So
nice. And I got to throw this up. Bliss says we mailing Offgrid some games this week. I appreciate it, Phil. Phil messaged me as soon as he saw I had the 7800 plus, and he's like, you have any games? I'm like, I got the one that came with it. And he's like, dude, I got to hook you up. And so he's going to send me some stuff, and I appreciate it. Phil.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You're an awesome guy. I don't know why Poe talks so much crap about you, but
he hasn't sent me any games yet. That's what.
Oh, maybe that is. Maybe that's what it is. Casey says it is a sprint world all over lately. It is. I'm drinking my normal cherry Coke mixed with what I had left from my McDonald's Coke from lunch.
I've been trying to catch everything on the Sprint that comes up, every video, just in case there's another homebrew coming out. And I clicked on DJC tonight, and it was some kind of mantis creature stealing all the Sprints. So there was no new game listed there.
Yeah, I watched that right before I came out here, and to quote Kelly while it was playing, what the fuck is this? I said, I'm not really sure, but apparently that's where all the Sprints are.
I'm going to ask Chuck if I can borrow that for some cosplay here at the house.
there you go.
Hopefully the wife doesn't bite my head off afterwards. That's all.
Yeah. I was on Reddit earlier today, and I saw someone had got their Sprint. And then the conversation quickly went to how do we do the side loadings and all that. And I started typing, and I just said, you know what, you dumb fuckers, just go to Casey's channel. What is taking you so long? Go see the Intellivision Gamer, and he'll fix you up. I might not have worded it that way, but that was my inside voice when I said, hey, you should check out this YouTube channel. It's not mine. I'm not self-promoting. It's someone way better about Intellivision stuff than I am. So
it's funny, even in the groups you'll see somebody come on and say, hey, I got my Sprint, I'm just keeping it at the 45 games, I'm not good with computers and stuff. And it's like, if you only knew how easy it is, to sideload games, and even after you start using that program for the Sprint, Might take a little bit, but once you get going on that thing, it's kind of fun. It's definitely time consuming though.
Huh. Kelly's got a pressing question. Wait, Poe, are you having a heat wave? Why are you not in 11 layers?
Yeah, I asked the wife. She was out taking some stuff down to donate to the church here, and I said, "Is it cold enough? Do I need my jacket and the heater?" She said, "You should be fine." So that could go either way. Maybe she wants me to be old Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining here, the end of the show. It says 53 in here right now, and I didn't even turn on the heater yet. So
nice. 74 in here. Jabba's here. Good to see you, Jabba.
Jabba.
Is the chat on the screen not working? Is that what you're talking about, Kelly? That it's scrolling on my screen up here.
Yeah.
But I closed it down and reopened. Jabba just got out of the bath. It's way late for Jabba. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
In the late hours. But we're lucky Poe's here. Poe, you work today. That's odd for you to have to work on a Sunday.
Yeah. Usually Sundays are voluntary only, and I don't volunteer like Casey does. I probably should, like Casey does, but
right?
Not very often anyway. If it's something that really needs to be done and I want to help out, I'll volunteer to go in. But we're kind of forced this week because we're guaranteed a 40-hour work week. So in order to get that, we have to work today, and then Thursday will be holiday pay. So we got to work 4 days. So they scheduled us today.
Yeah. This stuff on the side is not working. See, this is just one of those days. Well, I guess the scrolling chat is not going to work for now. Yeah, because I just pulled up on Post channel, and the scrolling chat is just blank.
Oh, wow.
New comments will display here. It's probably something to do with whatever's going on with my computer. So I got work to do this week to try to get this figured out. But yeah, so I'll have to put more chats up while we're talking. But yeah, so like I said, I got this for Christmas. And Poe, you got some games. Well, you've been putting some videos up, that spider game.
Yeah.
That looks pretty cool.
I do have that prop sitting here.
There you go.
Spider. Oops, the closer I get, the more it disappears. Look, it's the predator of the game.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, that thing looks cool.
Yeah, this game is Champ Games we always talk about, but I watched Bliss play it a few times on his live streams, and it was definitely one I wanted to grab. So they were having that sale of 12 Days of Christmas or something at Champ Games, and I got this and Tutankhamun during that sale. And this time I actually got the boxes and everything. So usually I just get the manual and the cartridge, but it's on sale. Spend the extra money.
Right. And you also bought some Electronite games, right?
Yeah, I bought 5 games yesterday. Yesterday, my days are mixed. Now that I went back to work, everything's confusing again.
Right.
Yeah, and he answered quick, and I'll admit that over the years collecting stuff, a lot of people said, "Oh, just send him an email, telling him what you want, and then you'll get this and that." And I shied away from that for the cartridges, especially. Not that I thought I would get ripped off. I'm just like, this sounds like a lot of going back and forth. I like a storefront, but or you can just go and click and it's in your basket, and then you say check out with credit card or PayPal is always nice. But yeah, I thought it was going to be a little more like sitting and waiting for emails and stuff like that. And I went and I sent what I wanted, and he said, "Okay, this is what you do." He said, "Put this in the little instruction area of the PayPal and show me the money." He didn't say that, but he said, here's what your cost will be. So I went on there, and as soon as I start typing in his email, picture of him shows up before I'm even done. They knew who he was on PayPal.
Oh, nice.
Clicked on it, and then I put down, I want this, and this wrong. Send it to this email address. And I mean, the whole thing was probably done in 10 minutes from start to finish with all that.
Awesome.
So
Yeah, I think I'm going to order some tomorrow. I didn't want to do it while I was at work on my phone in case something was going weird, but I have a few that I want to order. Salvatore's here. Wanted to say hi to him real quick.
Hi, Seth.
And I think a Ballistic popped in.
Ballistic. Hello,
Good to
Ballistic.
see you,
Happy
Ballistic.
holidays.
See, I'm used to having that chat up on the screen, which pushes us over here. And then I'm looking over here when I'm looking at you talk. But when the chat's not up there, it puts you way over here. And now it looks like in my camera, I'm looking off to Never Never Land. I'm going to switch Poe to the other side. So at least now I'm kind of looking towards the camera. We'll just have to get used to it. Chaos says, cool hat, Poe.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Hey,
Tuck that up.
there's only two of us. What's this look like? Holy cow. Look at that. I don't know about all that. Jabba can party all night long. All night long. Of course, to read the chats, I got to look way over here. And then I lean in because I don't have my glasses. And then it looks like I'm trying to get friendly with Poe. I don't know if I like this super close up.
My Porky shirt.
Nice.
Show it, so.
Get it at Porky's. Let's see. Chaos said, I would like to see Spider done in at least 64 bits. Yeah. It looks like a really cool game.
Yeah. I need to check it out. The arcade version. I'd like to do that sometime. If I knew how to use my Viper properly, I probably could, but
yeah.
Well, when John Champo was on the Retro Bliss Rewind, when I was looking up spiders, I found that interview from a year and a few months back or whatever. He was talking about at a local place when he was a kid, he played that arcade cabinet and really liked that game. So that's why he made it into a 2600 game. So a lot of people are like, don't even know what that game is, you know?
Yeah, I'd never seen it. Polo asked about the X Arcade. We don't have it. Greg's the only one of us that had it. And he did not get his.
I think Glenn had a post, or maybe it was going to be in his video, that he got his kit for his and everything, I think. So I didn't check out his latest videos.
Yeah, if Greg got his, he didn't tell me about it, and he's usually pretty good about telling me that stuff. Let's see. People saying hello. Oh, Joker's here. Ballistic says, Poe prefers if you don't look at him. Yeah. Oh, they're talking about me not looking at you, I guess. Yeah. Are you ignoring Poe by not even looking at him? This way. I'm riveted.
Make sure I look the opposite.
Oh yeah, when I was leaning in, it looked like I was sniffing your pits.
Fresh.
Yeah, now this is the questions everyone. Did I get a new beard trimmer for Christmas? No, I still use Kelly. And I'm kind of the mind of Kelly can do whatever she does. She shaves my head for me because one time I was shaving my head and she came around the corner and I had blood running all down because I took a chunk of my head out. So she's like, you're not allowed to shave your head anymore. So she shaves my head and she trims my beard and she can do whatever she wants because I figure she looks at me way more than I look at me. So I don't care if she wants to let my beard grow full and bushy Grizzly Adams style. That's how it'll be. If she wants to trim it. So if I show up one day with half a mustache and half a goatee on the opposite sides, it's because I pissed her off on a shaving day.
Remember that scene from High Anxiety, Mel Brooks? One Guard. Oh, that's a great movie. Me and my brother watched it every time it was on. But, you know, they go into the mental hospital and the guard is taking Mel Brooks around to see some of the patients. And they warn him not to get too close to the little sliding window. And the guard turns and he only has half a mustache, the other half. One of the patients ripped it off. He said, that must have hurt. The guard says, you will never know the pain.
That's hilarious. Now, when I was growing up, we had a neighbor across the street, Mr. Page, and for 10 years he always had a full beard kind of thing, not full on, ZZ Top looking, but he had a big kind of bushy full beard. And one day he got the hankering to shave it off, and he did the old "I'm going to shave half," and then he came across the street with half his beard shaved, knocked on our front door facing the side so you could still see his beard, and he's like, then he turns to my dad, he's like, "You got any shaving cream?" But yeah, so he's walking around out on the street with half a beard. They were working on my dad's car. My dad had a 68 Plymouth GTX convertible. I tell people he got that car the year before he got me. And they were working on it, and it wouldn't fire. So he poured a little gas in the carburetor, and it backfired and took his eyebrows off. Yeah. Same guy.
I just remembered another part of that scene from High Anxiety when they get to the prisoner or the patient that took his mustache. The little door slides open, and I think the guard's name is Norton because the guy inside says, "Hey, Norton, you missing something?" And he has the other half of the mustache glued on his face. Yeah, you got to check that movie out.
Hey, Norton makes me think of Eddie Murphy, Delirious. Little different scene though. Hamana.
Way to go, Ralphie boy.
Mr. T. Hey, boy, look at my cute machine. Don't mess around, come too fast. Make me mad. Pinch up my butt cheeks, rip your dick off. That's back when comedy specials were just the thing. Hey, did that guy turn the page? No, but interesting enough, and for people that are old enough to remember, Jim Page was his name, and his wife's name was Patty. So, yeah, we lived right across the street from Patty Page.
Patty Page?
Yeah, wasn't the Patty Page, but yeah, her and my mom were best friends for years and years because she lived right across the street. And, yeah, and their oldest son, well, I think he was their only son. Their boy was good friends with my brother, my older brother, Kurt. And he was like 23 years old. And he had a propane heater in his bedroom that exploded and killed him.
Wow.
Yeah. It was just like, what? Mike Page was the boy. And my brother, Kurt, anyone that knows, I told stories before. He spent all his high school years in juvie. And Mike was about the same, they were best friends, and Mike had just turned his life around. He was like 23 years old, got a job. He got off drinking and drugs and all that stuff and straightened out. And then boom, literally boom, he was gone.
And it's not the way it seems to go. There was a guy that was in my brother's class, which was 3 grades ahead of me, and just was one of those guys, bullied littler kids and just didn't care about school, none of that stuff like that. Now, he was friends with my oldest brother. So when my oldest brother would come home on leave, those guys would see my oldest brother more than I did. So he would come into the one class and say, hey, I was out drinking with your brother last night. He's still in high school. But he straightened everything out. He was also an amateur race car driver. He had been in an accident. So most of his senior year, he had a leg brace on. I think 1 month after he finally graduated, after all that, being held back or failing or whatever, and blood clot went from his leg to his lung and he died.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. It's
well,
crazy.
This turns into a more morbid show.
Yeah, this is the festive Christmas time show. But anyway, what were we talking about before we got side railed?
Yeah, a little bit of spiders and
spiders. Now you got AF, anthropomorphic force, right?
Yeah, I never call it
even
AF.
close. Which I'm gonna buy, and you got the D2K
arcade special edition.
Special edition. And now, did you have when you specified that you wanted the special edition of that, and then because I was reading up a little bit, what's the difference between the special edition and the regular D2K Arcade?
I don't know exactly because I've never played the other one. These were ones again, like back in the day. I always wanted to order something from Electronite cartridge style, and it seemed like all the greatest games were coming from there. But I just didn't do the whole email thing back then. So they have that one. What is it? There's three different Donkey Kongs he has like that. One of them he had on sale the other day for $5, but then I got the special edition, which I think is $10, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's $10.
Yeah.
Ballistic added to the stories. Yeah, someone that died gets killed by a drunk driver. It does change your perspective on driving drunk. Yeah. My perspective was always because I got out of high school, went right in the Navy, and you mess around driving drunk while you're in the military. It's not a good thing. Not that stopped a lot of people.
Right.
Casey, he's a speed demon. He's a racer. He likes racing. Let's see. Yeah. Wait, cheer us up. Yeah. Let's see. Carts to national level and cars local. Nice. Yeah, I heard Casey talking about it. I think it was on one of your streams. You were talking about auto racing or something for the Intellivision. You were saying your racing history. And, of course, horse racing. That's your biggest thing, right? Yeah, AF is awesome. Like how I read them off before I put them on the screen. It's like, spoiler alert. Yeah. It's the Christmas week sourpuss hour. Yeah. Chuck said part 2 is coming soon.
Yeah.
Which is
he asked if anybody had any ideas. So in his comment section, I wrote full frontal nudity, but I didn't hear back from him.
Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah. Well, he said they're gonna start working on it soon, right? They haven't even really started programming for it, right? They're probably just in the idea stage. So it's gonna be a little while. So Poe and I, since Poe just got it yesterday, and I'm probably gonna get it tomorrow, we have some time to play the game. So we'll be prepared.
Yeah, I was on a roll over a break. Now I'm back to work, so hopefully maybe like New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, I'll get something done.
Yeah, and I'm guessing here Casey's talking about the Donkey Kong. There's several versions. I always forget.
Yeah, I think the one that I have, has what it has. Mario. You can play as Mario. You can play as Bruno, or you can play as who's the last brother? These are made up brothers. No Luigi. Right. But I think they said one of them can carry the hammer up the ladder.
Oh,
and one of them can do other stuff. Can jump up the hammer, maybe.
Right. Hey, Casey, now he does RC racing. Casey, did you see my video where I played the RC racing on the Quest? Casey has a Quest, and that's free, totally free. Surprising how good that game is for a free game. It's always nice when you find stuff that's free and cool.
And I found one on there a while back, and I never tried. Actually, I think it was one of the ones that's isn't an official release, that you kind of sideload on the Quest. But he was flying a model of the Millennium Falcon around his house. It looks so awesome.
Oh, so nice.
I wanted to download that, and I forgot all about it.
Oh, I have to look for that. Yeah. Using the pass-through for mixed reality?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I think this one you can, the RC car, I think you can go outside and turn. Well, you could do it in the house too, but you can go outside and do the pass through and drive the RC cart around your yard and stuff. So I haven't tried it yet, but I think that would be neat. But then I got sidetracked. What were we talking about just before that?
I got Donkey Kong. I got AF. I got the Pandora incident.
Oh yeah.
And Infiltrator.
Yeah.
Wait, how many was that? I got 5 total.
Yeah, that's 4 of them. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember because you listed them off. I could just look on here and see what Poe said.
Hover Buffer.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Hover Buffer.
That's one that I've been watching, and I think different versions of it. And I remember watching the No Swear Gamer play. Maybe it was the Intellivision version he played. years back, and I thought that just looks like a lot of fun. And so I'm glad it's finally out there on ROM. Now, the only game that William has set up with a Sprint folder right now is AF. So if you get the other ones, you have to do everything yourself to set it up. Yeah, but I think he said in 2026 he's going to have them all set up with a Sprint package on there.
Says closest he's got to RC racing is RC Pro-Am racing on the NES.
No, that's one. See, I could reach right over there and find that. I bet you.
There
coming
it
in.
is. There
RC
you go.
Pro-Am, or did you mean you played OJ Pro-Am?
Oh, in the white Bronco. Nice. Nice. Mike's back. He says we can start the show now.
Yeah, we did a lot of bumbling around talking about Intellivision and stuff. Casey made sure not to correct us, so he looked as dumb as we are. So Mike's back. He'll correct us.
Hey, there's an old friend from a long time ago. How you doing? He used to come to the show back in the day.
Oh, yeah, I remember the name.
Mike's Gaming Gal. Bliss says Mike's back. Stop talking about him. Yeah.
We were talking about the games that I ordered from Electronite. Mike said, no, you're friends with William. I said Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe. Let's see. Love my RC stuff. Got a Nitro Racer and a classic Blackfoot here. Yeah, Jabba, you should look into that too, because I know you have a Quest. I did a video for it. I can't remember what the game is called, but it's completely free. RC car, drive your little dune buggies and stuff. So it's pretty, it has paid stuff too if you want to get like crawlers and stuff like that, or street type cars instead of the buggy. But I just drive the buggy around because it's free and I'm cheap. Ballistic says he is a hover bubber lover. Needs to make a t-shirt. I love that game so much. The first one you held up. The regular RC Pro-Am?
Regular RC Pro-Am.
Oh.
If you love this, you're going to love OJ Pro-Am.
Casey said Michelle's here.
Oh, Mike's here. We got to get you to pronounce the name of that game again since he's back. It's AF. I think it's called. Doesn't that stand for as fuck?
Yeah. AF. Yeah. Let's see. Casey's holding back. OJ Pro-Am. Says Casey.
That was a John Riggs game. I bought that off of him.
Casey's working outside and listening mostly. Mike says, sweet, you made some good picks. And Johnny says, remember to like the stream. That's true. Wherever you're at. If you're on my channel, then jump over to Pose and like it over there too. I don't care which channel you're watching us on, but it is on my channel and Post channel. It will be every week from here on out. Let's see what he say. Think we'll see some new Pinball M tables in January. I don't know if we're going to see them in January, but they did promise. They were supposed to release Pinball M tables back in October, and something happened with the licensing. I think they were going to release a licensed table, and something happened with the licensing. They haven't said that officially, but that's kind of what the word on the street is. So I don't know if they're going to rebrand them, kind of like they did that Camp Bloodbrook or whatever, because it was like Friday the 13th, but they couldn't do it. So I don't know. Mike has nowhere to sit now because he has just laughed his ass off. Let's see. He'll watch back the part. Yeah, the part you missed is much better on my channel anyway, because Poe's channel is edited. It's the edited for TV version because Phil was here. And I don't know, Phil might still be here. Says we got 17 people watching, which is an improvement from last week because we dropped all the dead weight. Mike and Greg. And no, Mike's having family night, and I think Greg has family in town still too. And so anyone that's here to watch Mike and Greg, sorry, you're stuck with me and Poe. I mean, there's something to be said for the title of the show. Should have warned you about that. It's the Poe and Offgrid show. So, but you know, if you didn't happen to read it, let's see. Let's see. John Riggs just pops up everywhere. Someone mentioned it up there. I think I skipped it on accident. He has something. What's the John Riggs reference to?
He made the OJ Pro-Am.
The OJ one. Okay. I see it. Mike said he'll watch that other part on my channel, Spread the Love, and Ballistic said smear the fear.
Spread love, not cheeks. Right, wasn't that?
Dollar Tree USA is here.
Hello.
Welcome. Says hello to the chat. Didn't really say hello to us, just to the chat.
Oh.
So you're speaking out of turn, Poe. You gotta wait. Brought my 15 cousins along. Nice. The more the merrier. Hi, Dala. Hi, Polo, she says. Oh, here's one addressed to us, Poe. Every once in a while, there's one. Me and Poe are more like a more engaged Greg and a less informed Mike. That is not inaccurate.
Mike, I can say it now. He's not here, but he made all that shit up on the fly every week on the show. So just letting you know now.
Yeah. Nice. Dollar Tree subscribed.
Oh, nice.
To, I don't know. You know, it's not telling me. It used to tell me when people were chatting, whether they were on my channel or one of you guys, whether it was you or Greg or Mike. Now they all look the same in my chat. So I can't tell. So people, if you want to do like Mike's Gaming Gala does and say that you're going to watch it on my channel, but never actually go there, I'll never know. No, I kid because I care. Mike is good. He's, you know, I noticed something with Mike's Gaming Gala. He was honest one time, that one time he was honest. He was honest, and he said he didn't watch a lot of my recorded videos because it's mostly pinball stuff and truck stim and all that stuff, which he didn't really. I get it. I don't watch PlayStation videos. I'm not into PlayStation stuff, and but suddenly, even on my pinball videos, there's Mike's Gaming Gala leaving me comments. So I appreciate it, Mike. I appreciated that you suffer through my videos and showing support.
And he's another one like Savage and Casey that they put comments as the video goes along, you know, so you'll have a whole.
Yeah, you get a whole bunch, and I like it because he points out he's brutally honest in his comments, which I love it. Because when I mess up, which is a lot, he'll say, "Hey, nice job there at 14 minutes and 12 seconds when you totally whiffed or whatever."
I'll tell you, and on mine, he's like, "Great job at 4 hours and 52 minutes and 5 seconds."
Right,
and that was just the intro.
That by finishing the intro, the same day you started it. Let's see. Ballistic's got a paragraph. Did you get any cool Atari stuff for Christmas, Mr. Poestyle, or were you Santa for yourself like he was?
Yeah.
He thought he heard you say that in your video too.
Yeah, I got everything for myself that was game related this year. So.
Yeah, I did the same. I bought my Sprint and told Kelly that's my Christmas present, and like I said, I keep showing it. Poe got me an Atari game, and Poe got Kelly. The Pinky controller, for the Atari.
And I didn't even know at the time that you could use that on Sprint games. So
yeah,
that's an added bonus.
Yeah. So she opened it up. I should have recorded her opening that because she was, you know, it's pink and it's got the little thing, the face on the top. Oh, it's so cute! Oh my god! It's sitting right up on the between the Sprint and the 7800 is its little home between there. And then on the other side of the 7800, I have the Raspberry Pi, where I'm kind of limited. If I want to buy some Atari ROMs, I'll have to play them on the Pi if it'll play them, because I can't play them on the 7800. Man, I feel like Casey now. This chat is about to roll off the top. I don't want these people that just jumped in. Christy says, "Sup?
What's up?
Welcome to the show, the big show." Polo says, "Sup, Christy?" Chaos is back. What did you miss? Poe was doing some naked belly dancing. Other than that, not much.
It was all belly, though. You can't see anything but the belly.
Mike is broadening his horizons by watching. Now, I watched Mike did some good pinball stuff when he went to that big arcade, and he had a lot of pinball stuff there. I was jealous. I'm not into PlayStation. Blasphemy! Never owned one. I've never owned a PlayStation, so I just never got into that.
That means every one of my PlayStation videos Bart doesn't watch, even the ones that he's in when we're playing golf.
Yeah, I don't watch any of that. I close my eyes when I'm golfing. And if you don't believe that, just look at my scores. Hey, if you guys didn't watch our last golfing video, by the way, Poe won. So
yeah, that tells you how drunk Offgrid was. That
Poe won.
too much eggnog.
Let's see. Mike's mean. I mean honest. No, I like it. I love it. If anyone watches any of my videos, and especially if you're 14 minutes in and you want to get a dig in on me, please do. I think it's hilarious when people point out. Of course, if you've watched my videos, kind of like Poe's videos, I'm going to beat you to the punch because I'm going to point out my own mistakes way before anyone else has a chance to.
There's always got to be somebody there, right? So I'm a huge, you guys might remember this, but I'm a huge Gene Wilder fan. I'm also a Gene Hackman fan. And I said Hackman instead of Wilder in my Frankenstein game video.
You did.
And boom, everybody noticed it. I'm like, I thought nobody paid attention to when I talked. But I had to point out, Hackman is in that movie uncredited, so he's the blind man. But I was talking about Gene Wilder when I messed up. So.
Well, if you notice, Poe hasn't been putting his own camera on for his gameplay videos because I accidentally told him that whenever I see his mouth moving, I put mute, and then I unmute it when his mouth stops moving. So he took the camera down, so I don't mute it.
I took that camera down because I'm stealing Bliss's footage and just putting my logo at the top.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that on the camera on the show.
Really, what happened is I'm getting a lot of slowdown on my laptop when I use that camera at the same time that I'm recording footage. So once I eliminated the camera, the recordings all seem to be fine on there now. So it's just a crappy laptop, I'm sure.
Jim, I don't know how to pronounce it. He's here. Jim. So welcome in. He said hi to Chaos. Chaos said hi to him. So I guess they know each other. Polo said, hey, Jimmy. So I guess he knows him. Ballistic says, I'm not into PlayStation or Sega. Saved up all my money for Atari and NES as a kid.
Yeah. I did buy at one point after I had my Super Nintendo. Both of my brothers were moved out in the military, but they both had the Genesis. So I went ahead and bought one. I worked at a grocery store in the same plaza as a Kmart. And, I worked at a grocery store. I didn't have any money, but I put a Genesis 2 on layaway.
Nice.
And ended up picking that thing up. And I think I only ever ended up owning maybe 2 games for it. I rented the rest for it all the time. So, yeah, I never had any money saved back then. I worked at a grocery store deli. All that money went right over to Kmart or to the rental store.
Yeah. Now, Mike said he grew up in a family of 8. When people stop making fun of you, that's when you have to worry. And I don't know if I told this story before, but one time, Kelly and I were together probably about a year, and she said, are you mad at me? And I said, no, why? And she said, you haven't made a short joke in like a week. And I just said right off the cuff, no, I've been making them. They just all fly right over your head. Yeah.
Thought maybe you were a little short-tempered.
Right? Yeah. Nice, 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 nice.
I did see a homebrew video of new. Oh, I don't even know the name of it, so I don't know why I brought it up. But a new Genesis game that's out or coming out, and it's an old West type game. Looks really cool to me. It's almost like a beat 'em up and shooter all at once. But yeah, I don't remember the name, so I shouldn't have mentioned that. Sega Zombie. I think Sega Zombie, I think, is the name of the YouTuber. It just came up while I was driving, before I started driving home, so I listened to his video a lot.
I guess this is talking about what Kaos missed, part of your belly dancing routine. Hey, give me a shout if you guys fancy a game of Walkabout later, like later tonight, because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning for you.
I think Walkabout maybe, I don't know, probably won't happen again for me until New Year's Day or the day after. At this point, I'll be working early every morning. So
yeah, Poe's back to working right now. Work today's got to work tomorrow. I worked today. I was up at 4, but you were already up by then because, well, you got up at just before 4, right?
Just before 4, yeah.
And you're an hour ahead of me. So when I get up at 4, you've already been up an hour.
But the good thing is, usually I know right around after my morning meeting, maybe another hour past there, you're usually up. So if I want to say something in our chat, you're there. So
yeah, even on my days off, I wake up generally around 5.
We won't hear from Mike till about lunchtime my time.
Right. Yeah. Chaos says, "Where's the VR bowling?" We have videos of VR bowling. We have
that's a lot of VR. Fun.
That is. And I made the comment just the other day with Kelly that we have this awesome VR bowling. The premium bowling in VR is amazing. Looks like you're right in a bowling alley. And here we are playing Intellivision bowling every day. And loving it. Almost at 40 likes. That must be your channel. Rest in peace. I don't know who's resting in peace. I keep clicking and reading them over here on the small print, forgetting that I put it up here. I only hear from folks when I make an error, which is at least 5 times per week. I'm like, thanks.
See, I don't put it in the comments. If I watch Offgrid or Ballistic or anybody make a mistake, I'll be like, you dumbass, it's this and this. No, I wouldn't really do
that. Mike says to Ballistic, if you want to get real hate, give Night Driver a low score. Giving any game a low score is at risk of getting trashed because there's always going to be people who love the things you hate.
I got destroyed in one of my videos about the Amico back when I was fairly new, and I talked about the Amico, and people just came in there. And back then, I was just like, oh, anything that's hate related, I'm going to delete. I should have left it there just so I could look back at it, but I just deleted a bunch of stuff. I'm like, wow, these people are attacking me about everything about me just because I was looking forward to a console that never did come out. So, I mean, they were right about that, but they weren't right about me, right?
Right. Very cool. I was going to make an espresso. See, that's the beauty of this show. You can just throw in random movie quotes at any time, and we'll read them, especially if they're a great movie. Some of the stuff I'm just going to pop up there because I am so far behind in chat. Let's see. Coffee Star Raiders doesn't do it for me either. I like Cosmic Art a lot better. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why the normal chat window doesn't work because that makes it much easier. 5 p.m. here and still daylight. It is, what time is it here? 7 o'clock almost. Let me open my door. I got a fancy door lock here. It is dark here.
Yep.
You can see the big city lights at my house. Those lights that you see there are probably 15 miles away. True. That is true. Smokey says, why is the door open? Let's see. Oh, it's chilly outside. It's 63. Poe's like, that's chilly. Tomorrow's high is supposed to be 42 here.
Oh,
We are dipping. I think I had sent the thing to you guys in the chat on. It was either like the day before Christmas or the day before that. I got up in the morning. It was 30, and it was over 80 that day. So we had a 50-degree swing. Yeah. Who's at 771 subs?
Oh, I'm nowhere close, so it's got to be you.
I don't know about all that. Kelly will check it if she reads that. Let's see. Ballistic says he's off the next week. Hate to say sorry to hear you guys have to work. I'm saving money those. I'll just be reorganizing my arcade room. I'm off next week. It's an odd thing. I'm off Monday through Friday. Oh wait, that's every week. No, Poe's back to work, but Jabba doesn't go to bed till about 4. We're getting up. 4 a.m. Shoulder aches like fuck if he sleeps more. Yeah. For me, I don't. Well, Poe, I know you stay up late on the weekends when you don't have to work, and so you end up sleeping later because you will stay up till 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
But and it'll be a 24-hour day for you, and then so you sleep. But for me, I can go to bed at 8 o'clock at night and wake up at 4 in the morning, and then I can go to bed at midnight and wake up at 4 in the morning, or go to bed at 2, and then I might sleep till 5. I
beat all the guys to work that I work with in my group today, and that never happens, So I go up there, and crew leader wasn't there, the other guy, and I'm like, I called in yesterday. Are we scheduled today or what? Maybe I'm going home. I'm like, nobody's here. And then eventually I saw those guys pull in too. I'm like, Don, we are here. We're working.
Nice. Chaos says we should start a VR bowling league. Ballistic's a big bowling fan. Yeah. If anyone has a Quest, if you get that premium bowling, it is fun, and multiplayer works great.
It's been so long. You start getting the feel for those things. That and cornhole. Yeah. And then now we haven't played those in over a year anyway, maybe close to 2 years. I don't know.
Casey could be at work on triple time, but he's taking the holiday off with regular pay. He's also sick and can't make videos. Well, I hope you get to feeling better. I hope you don't have what Kelly and I had, because it hung on for weeks. And Kelly, actually, she got nervous because yesterday she started coughing again. She's like, come on now. I just backed off a little bit. She stopped coughing. Easy. Get well soon, Corey.
Oh,
I'm waiting for that game to come out. Corey's Gold. Ask Poe to show his Porky shirt.
Porky shirt again?
That must be what Chaos missed while he was gone. Get it at Porky's. Hey, we got another person here. Angry Otter reacts. Howdy, all you crazy cool kids. Just popping in to hit that thumbs up button. Thank you, sir. I'm guessing, sir. I don't know.
I was looking to see if my Porky's game was laying right here. There's a lot of times that happens, but I don't see it. We need Porky's on the Sprint. So anybody out there that can program, we need that.
Right. Blissick says 6 p.m. here in pitch black out. I had someone this morning came out. The big problem here is how late. We're so far west in the central time zone, which I beat to death. But he came out. It was like 7 o'clock. And he's looking. He's like, when does the sun come up here? And I think it cracked the mountain. So you could, it was lighter earlier, but it actually cracked the mountain at 7:45-ish is when the sun actually came off the horizon. Yeah, Ballistic is in New Mexico. Ballistic's not all that far from me. I'll have to plan something. Go up there and hit up an arcade or something. Go play some games. Think he just seen a skinwalker outside the door. Let's see. Could be. Went dark 9 hours ago, 1 a.m. there.
Oop.
Wow, there's math there that I'm not mathing because I'm tired. It's hot if your game. Yeah, it's 70. It's still 75. It's not bad. It's hot in here. You think it's hot now? Wait till it's the summertime. You've seen it. it gets really hot. Casey's wife was born there in New Mexico. Ballistic says it is 43, but should be 23. Yeah, it's 42 is going to be our high tomorrow. 50 there. Well, Casey's in California, so that's cheating. And Ballistic's in Albuquerque. Been a hot winter here too. It's been very warm all around the South. I know. Like I said, it was all last week. It was close to 80 here in Texas. Oh, geez, I'm never going to get caught up on this chat. Now I know how you feel, Casey. I know how you feel. It doesn't tell me how far behind. Well, I guess I could look at the math. This one I just put up. Where is it? It's been a hot winter here. Let's see. That was 5 minutes ago. So I'm 5 minutes behind. I guess I am at 771 subs.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, thank you for anyone that subbed. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit. I mean, it's cool. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. It would be 772, but Poe unsubbed me as soon as someone else put that I cracked 700.
I'll be back again once you do another Atari 2600 game. Right.
And that will be soon. Yeah, especially like I said, I can't say enough about Phil saying he's going to hook me up with some games. I was shocked when he sent me the message and offered to, and very appreciative. But
yeah, that's cool.
I have a doctor's appointment on the 31st. I'm surprised they scheduled one. I would think it's, but they're doing an MRI on my head, make sure it's not completely empty. And the appointment's at 8:45 in the morning, I think. And it's just my head. And it's because this ear is almost deaf. And I got my hearing checked through the VA, and they said, well, now we got to do an MRI, make sure it's not your brain causing the hearing loss. And then I got to see an ear, nose, and throat specialist, and he's actually talking about getting me a hearing aid for this ear. But they got to rule out some stuff before, so I got to get an MRI. But it's early. Anyway, the point of the story is not my bad ear or my empty head. It's that I'm going to have most of the day in El Paso. So Kelly and I are going to go hit up some pawn shops and stuff like that, and Goodwills and any of those stores that might have some Atari games and stuff like that, and see what I can't pick up and see if I can't find something.
Yeah, that'll be cool. That's always a fun adventure. I remember back when I first got out of the Air Force, and I went to the Salvation Army store here, and there was like couple big like freezer bags full of Atari 2600 games for like $2. That was back in the early 2000s. So yeah, you don't see that very much anymore.
Hey, looky who's here.
Hey, Jeff.
Jeff is here from Go Game Go. Good to see you. Yeah, what was I was watching just the other day? I was watching Jeff was he on with Papa Pete maybe playing some stuff? And I popped in there and said hello. It's been a while. It'd been too long since I saw them playing anything. But yeah.
Once I watched Papa Pete, I have his theme song stuck in my head for like 2 months straight.
Yeah, let's see.
I have Oink. I bought Oink and what the heck was it? Was it Pigs in Space or whatever at the same time in the same lot years back? The Muppet game.
Yeah. Mike doesn't sleep much, does he?
Well, but I mean, it's a don't sleep 4 hours and then drive an hour to work. Never is a good combination.
Right. All right.
Well, it's like this time of year, if it's like 1 degree out, I can put the window down to try to keep me awake while I'm driving to work.
Right. Ballistic says the best arcade in town is at his house. Yeah. if you don't mind arcade one-ups mostly, he has 3 arcades in his house. That's like when I went up to Greg's place. I mean, he's got 2 real physical table pinball machines, 2 digital pinball machines. He's got his Act Games stand-up thing. He's got his little Galaga bar top that has, I can't remember who has a high score on his Galaga machine at his house. Oh, that's right. It's me. He didn't erase that one like he did Kelly's score on his Stranger Things.
Yeah, what a bunch of bull, huh?
Yeah, that's the real reason we kicked him off the show.
You know, my wife put on the new season of Stranger Things, and she never actually sits and watches these. Now, I haven't since they all aired, so who knows what happened last season 25 years ago. But she put that on when I wasn't really paying attention. I was messing with my Sprint the other night, and I just hear her complaining and fast forwarding, and I'm like, that's why you don't like these shows, is you start complaining about these people, then you fast forward 20 minutes in and you don't know what the hell's going on. You got to watch the whole thing. You know?
Right. Hey, In Clear Black is here. Have you seen Daytona USA can be played multiplayer in VR now? I did see that. It looks pretty cool. What are you doing, dog? Smokey just came in. Oh, you can see Smokey's no. Look at him.
Smokey.
That's all he is. He's mad. He's probably gonna bite my face off. Let's see. Angry Otter. He's in Texas. Hey, I'm in Texas too. Also, not Texas 2 like the sequel. I'm in Texas also.
I'm a guy, sir. Was somebody hitting on you again? Derek isn't here tonight, so I would have thought it would have been him.
Right. Yeah, Casey's like, it's endless with a hop and chat. Yeah. Casey runs his show and he's putting the chats up. He does a great job of reading off all the chats and stuff. And pretty soon he's like, Jesus, I'm an hour and 15 minutes in. I better talk about what I need to talk about. Because his chats are always hopping. It's a great time. Go to Casey's show on
definitely.
Monday nights. It's a great time to hang out.
Yeah, I look forward to those. I'm missing the pop-up Casey Wednesday nights and stuff like that, too, that you were doing for a little bit there.
Yeah. I'm getting into a routine now where I'm catching Casey on Monday night and then Mike and Phil on Tuesday night.
Phil McCracken.
Phil McCracken. Oh, yeah. I think I've skipped a bunch. If I skipped your chat, sorry. And I'm so upset that this is not working. Because I'm guessing that still says it's blank. On our screen, on yours, Poe, does it show the text?
Yeah, I can see it all.
Yeah.
Now that you brought it up.
We can see that, but I think we're the only ones that can see that. Because I like that better, because then people could read it. You know, if I'm behind or we're talking about stuff. Yeah, I hate morning appointment. Oh, I love the morning appointment. And the other thing that sucks for here is I go to El Paso for my doctor's appointment. El Paso is an hour ahead of it or behind, whatever. It's what time is it? 7:13. It's 6:13 there. They're mountain time. So I pick up an hour. So I lose an hour when I come home. So if I have a 4:00 in the afternoon doctor appointment, that's 5:00 my time. Then till I get done the doctor appointment at 6:00. Then I'm driving home. If we stop to eat dinner or something like that, and it's dark. And so I always schedule everything early morning because I pick up that extra hour. If I have an 8 a.m. appointment, even though it's a 2-hour drive to get from here to the doctor's office, I can leave an hour early because I pick up. So if it's 8 a.m., I leave at 7 a.m. and I get there in time. So I prefer, because I don't want to come home late when it's dark.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. Ballistic said, hey to Jeff. A bunch of people are saying hey to Jeff. Angry Otter picked up a 2600 console at the Goodwill bins for $5. Nice. Ballistic loves the game Oink, especially when you turn the volume all the way up. Jeff saying hi to Polo. What is the high score on Galaga at Greg's house? I don't remember. It's been 2 years since I went up to Greg's house. I can tell you this, though, Casey. It's not really high. Greg's just worse than I am. It was a decent game. I think actually the game I played on Greg's bar top is probably the highest score I've ever got in my life. And it happened to be at Greg's house on his machine. So yeah. Let's see. Jeff has a real Asteroids Deluxe in his house. Nice cocktail. I missed something here. Oh, must be this Asteroid Deluxe. Nice. And I'm not sure what happened to Poe. We lost Poe. Polo says, hey, to nuclear. Yeah, easy fix. If it was just a wall outlet, it was the problem. Kelly said, Mokey Moke, talking to the dog. Game on forever's here. Says, hey. Says, hey, everybody. It's just me right now. Poe had to step aside. Yeah, let's see. Casey's sick. He's talking about that. Creep's here. Hey, Creep. Good to see you. Poe came back. He was just hiding because he didn't care about any of the rest of you guys. But as soon as I say Creep was here, Poe's back.
That's right. Creepers and geekers, I'm back.
Creeper, says Casey. Feel like I just quantum leaped into your life. Nice. Poe had to pee, Kelly says. She pays more attention than I do. Let's see. Joker had to go. Oh, sorry, Joker. If I missed, that was a couple minutes ago. Ballistic said that the $5 Atari, sure it wasn't a flashback. Poe had to go. Yeah. Casey loves leaving high scores on other people's consoles and arcades. Yeah. And like Greg has that full, actual Stranger Things pinball machine at his house. And one of the side, it wasn't the actual play a game of pinball. It was one of the side games. Kelly had the high score on that. And somehow Greg accidentally, he got rid of it. I almost said it was on act. No, I'm not going to say it. Mike's here. I'm not going to say it.
It was by purpose.
By purpose. It wasn't. Yeah. Oh, the street lights came on. Poe had to go. That's what it was. He had to Mr. Dew's Wild Ride just dropped on Endstream. Poe, do you like that game?
Yes, I do like Mr. Dew. A lot of people don't. I do, but I like Do Run Run more than that. Do Run Run is a really good one.
Yeah. Oh,
But it's
I'm
like
catching
Mr.
up.
Dew, Mr. Dew's Castle, Mr. Dew's Wild Ride, Do Run Run. What was there? Wasn't there another one? Do Neo or something like that? Something.
Ballistic saw that you came back, and then he says, shh, take the Poe hate into private messages now. Yeah. My life is a Stranger Things pinball machine. Yeah. Nice. All right. I'm pretty much caught up. I think most of the people are chatting in your chat anyway, so they can see each other. But I know we were. Did you have something else you wanted to get out that we didn't talk about at all, Poe? Because I know it's getting it a little later than we were going to try to keep tonight's show to an hour because Poe worked early and I worked early and Poe has to work early tomorrow again.
Right.
But did we touch everything we were wanting to touch?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm happy that everything's going back around again because I love playing Intellivision and Atari 2600 and 7800, and it seems like right now we're just getting slammed with all that stuff. So I'm excited about it. Get my channel back to the older stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And for me, it's almost, of course, the Intellivision stuff. I've been playing a lot of that Cloudy Mountain. Of course, it was Advanced Dungeons and Dragons back in my day, but and I've discovered how shitty I am at it now. Shoot, I left that door open. Now a moth came in.
They're all frozen to death here. So
you play the 4 different levels. The gray one's the easy one, the blue one's a little harder, the red or whatever, and then the purple. I've yet to complete playing in the red mode yet. Blue I can get right through. Red I haven't completed. I got close. I got killed by the winged dragon at the I got the second piece of the crown I found because while I was running away from the first winged dragon, just trying to evade, and then I ran into the second winged dragon, and he killed me instantly. And then I died trying to get, because now both winged dragons were close together, and I lost my last guy. But yeah. Let's see. Did you touch us all yet? What did I say?
Touch on. Anything I wanted to touch on.
Oh, yeah. Offgrid is feeling touchy. That's why I'm off grid. It all makes sense now. Yeah. Does he have? Where's my slave dungeon? Do I have whips and chains on the wall? With a little.
Bring out the gimp.
Bring out the gimp. You never know where
the gimp's sleeping. We'll wake him up.
All right. Yeah, I am looking forward to but anyway, the point was before I got distracted on my Dungeons and Dragons, I am having fun playing some of these games that I used to be good at. I don't know why we were so good at games at 13 and now at 56, almost 57. Somehow they made the games harder. I don't know what it is. Something with these versions that came out on the ROMs are like turned up to 11 because they're way harder than they used to be.
I think about those days playing like the NES games that are really tough and everybody's talking about reading about it and Nintendo Power back in the day. I'm like, we just played them. We played them till we beat them, and you spent hours doing that. And it's like, I can't play any of those games anymore. Like Kid Icarus, I used to be great at that and really fired my brother up because we were both playing it. And one of us will get further than the other as we're playing this game, taking turns. So when I knew I was close to beating this thing, I played sick. I stayed home from school and he had to go that day, and I beat it while he was at school. He was so pissed off when he came home. I don't think he ever did finish that game. He's just done with it.
Yeah. I am looking forward to my Atari adventure. So, and it's interesting being on the flip side of this because a lot of us, we play these older consoles and stuff like that, and we have nostalgia-filled memories of all this stuff. And I get jealous all the time when you guys talk about, your parents got you an Atari or your parents my parents gave zero fucks about anything to do with video games. Everything I bought, I had to buy on my own. I never got one. I bought my Intellivision with my paper out money. Every game I ever bought, I bought. My parents never bought me a game, anything like that. So I'm jealous when people tell me that, it's like, oh, that's so awesome that your parents supported that. Now, my kids, on the other hand, that was like they won the lottery because everything that came out, I'm buying them for my kids. They had video games all over the place.
That's what I did.
Built the arcade on our house.
Funny you put those things together because my dad was really kind of, he didn't like it. We couldn't get an Atari the first so many years because it was going to ruin his 25-inch Zenith that had the wood cabinet. Looked like it was a piece of furniture. You're going to burn that in. The guys at work told me you'll burn the picture in there, that kind of thing. And then eventually they gave in. The only thing that he ever played that I remember back in the day was Pac-Man and Stampede, and that was after we go to bed. I didn't even find out till years later they were doing that when his sister would visit. But as far as like Christmas gifts, I'm sure he was one of those dads of the 70s and 80s. He had no idea what we were getting. Mom got it for us. So if I got a game, it's because I circled 20 of them in the Christmas catalog, and she picked one to get me for Christmas that year. But if you want to see a channel that's just totally amazing for that, me and the Game and Road Warrior talked about it. My Retro Life. Tyler on there, his dad recorded everything back in the day with a camcorder from the time he was a toddler, and his dad was a bigger gamer than him. He was buying all these systems and games from a mail order catalog from Japan. So they would get these systems, a year or 6 months before they launched over here in the US. And he has all of it on tape. His dad since passed away, but every video he brings out with new footage from back in the day is just awesome. It's like, wow, his dad really got it,
Right. Yeah, that's awesome though. It's amazing. Ballistic's dad got him into video games, bought the first Atari for the family, and him and his father and mom and dad played it all night. They're like, hey,
Ballistic, you said what? Your dad was a barber and also had an arcade cabinet at the shop, I think.
Oh, nice.
So that would have been pretty awesome.
Creep got it.
I remember that story.
The Sears card, and there was a big discount. Nice.
And Willie from Arcade USA has a similar story. His dad worked in an electronics place and got him the Fairchild Channel F as his first gaming system. That would have been really sweet, back in the late 70s like that.
Yeah. Yeah. But I am, even though I don't have the nostalgia, my next door neighbor kid friends did have an Atari 2600. But I don't know if their parents just we didn't get to play it much. But we lived in Phoenix, and when we weren't at school, we were in the pool. I had a pool in the backyard. So a lot of times we spent over at my house more than we spent at their house, because I had the pool and I had all kind of other toys, Hot Wheel cars and stuff like that. And we had a family room that the parents didn't use at all. So it just was a playroom. And so all my toys were in there, and we could just take popsicle sticks and make roads and drive our Hot Wheels cars around and all that stuff, and then run out to the pool. And, and so.
Yeah, we were a lot the same. I had a friend or two that lived near us that had an Atari, but you weren't allowed in there to even play the thing unless it was like pouring down rain when you were playing. Everybody had to be outside all the time.
Yeah.
My best friend, they weren't allowed to have Atari or Nintendo. Their mom bought them an Apple computer, which when I went there to play after playing my Atari and everything and my Nintendo, it's just like, oh man, you got this whole green screen and you're doing like an Olympic dive or something. I'm like, boring. Let's go back to my house.
Nice. Ballistic says dad subscribed to some service back in the 80s where they would bring a couple, 3 arcades and swap them out for new ones. Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then we went back to Pennsylvania, where all my family's from. We were the renegades. My dad wanted to be a cowboy, so he moved us out to Arizona. And and then he moved right smack in the center of Phoenix. It's like, there's not a lot of cowboys here, Dad. Urban cowboys. But we went back to Pennsylvania, and it was actually my dad's, I don't know how all this math works out with relatives. My dad's Aunt Betty, we all just called her Aunt Betty. Her son, I guess, so it's my dad's cousin. And then however that relates to me. But I was in junior high school, or just maybe 5th or 6th grade, and he was like 22 or 23. And I went down to their basement family room, and he was playing on an Intellivision. And I was like, what's this all about? And he let me play some games, and the whole time I was like, when are we going to Aunt Betty's house? When are we going to Aunt Betty's house? And then it was a couple years later is when I got up to South Dakota and got my paper out and said, I want one of those things that guy had. And so that's how I got hooked. But I now, as an adult, as a 50, almost 60-year-old man now, Jesus, I'm getting to discover a lot of this stuff on Atari. I played some Space Invaders on their Atari, and that game just sucks balls. Is Mike here? Is Mike? No, just kidding. I said that on accident. Okay, that'll distract me. It was just the remotes were bad. That's why I thought the game sucked. Just kidding, Mike. But they did have, they did have Space Invaders, and they had a couple other games. They had Asteroids on there and stuff like that. But I didn't get to play it much. So this is really discovering stuff. When you showed me, I think I learned it from you, the Keystone Capers. I'm like, what the fuck? Where was this game my whole life? So I'm looking forward to playing some of the. Well, we know how far behind Mike is on the. He's not too far, but there's not much delay because it's already here. All street cred lost. No, Mike, you should be happy because that statement, as soon as I remembered that my next door neighbors, who were named the Cousins, they weren't cousins to me. Their name was the cousin. As soon as I remembered they had Space Invaders, Mike, you were the first person I thought of, and that's why that comment came out. You know how that works. We kid because we care.
Yeah, Space Invaders was one of those ones that my dad brought home free in a shoebox. I got one of the guys at work getting rid of his Atari, I think, at the time. We got this, I think, Space Invaders and Asteroids and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. And right now I got a monster selection. I got that bear game that came with the 7800. And now I have this Rescue from Poseidon's Gate. So I am just swamped with Atari games.
You need some champ game. Well, that's the other great thing coming into it now years later is you can get these homebrews. It's crazy, amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm loving that.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that I can get some of them to work on my I have a Raspberry Pi 3B, and I know some of the more modern and higher look, the dog's even like, get a new Pi. I know some of them can struggle on a 3B, but it does run that emulator that
Stella on there.
Yeah, it has Stella on there. So I'm hopeful that I think that Spider game you got might be my test. Because I saw the ROM is like $15. And so I think I'm going to
think they have demos on there for the ROMs. So if they at least they used to. So yeah, download a demo and see if it works.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything from Mike in a while. I might have scared him off. Yeah. Ballistic says, yeah, that's true. Cause I think that's Creep said it's a bipolar journey for sure. Well worth it though. Yeah, but all right. Let's see. Yes, Ballistic asked about the Poseidon Gate. Yeah, I need to grab that one. Yeah, Poe got it for me for Christmas.
See, if you were a regular member of our new show, you would have got one for Christmas, Ballistic. I sent it to everybody that's on this show.
That's true. Yeah, I can tell you, I have played it. I think I did a video, didn't I?
Yep.
And I played it poorly. But it was my first time. I played a couple of quick games of it, and it's harder than I thought. But I knew I would suck at it to start off with. And then after I started recording, my very next game, I made it to the bottom and started doing the hop around thing. And I instantly hopped right into the little crabby thing that kills you instantly. And that was my last dude. I was still trying to figure out exactly how to do the hopping and stuff like that. And then the crab got too close and I panicked and then I was dead. But I do like it. It's a fun game. Kelly played. She did play Rescue from Poseidon Gate. She said, man, I don't know. That looks hard. I don't know if I would be able to play it. And I got her to play, and she played one guy. And when she died, she handed me the controller, and she said, it's stressing me out.
That's why I was kind of rethinking it after I ordered that for you. Then you guys were into Keystone Capers. I probably should have got your Casey's Gold instead, but I had already ordered the other one just because it was the newer one.
Right. Well, I'm holding out for Corey Silver on the Sprint.
I gave him the whole premise for that. Should be Corey's Gold, and somebody's trying to steal his Intellivision collection. So let's get it done. We'll play that one.
Yeah. Jabba had his first Atari 2600 around 1982.
Yeah. That's when I got mine. Christmas.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I didn't get a lot of time to play Atari at my next door neighbor's house because I left Phoenix in 1981. So I don't know. I'm not sure the math now when they got it, but they couldn't have had it more than, a year or two before I got it, and I was in 1981, I'd have been 12, and the oldest of their three boys was a year older than me. So he was 13. They were 2 years apart. So he was 13. The other one was 11. The other one was 9. So I think they probably got the thing like the year before. So, but like you said, a lot of times we were all just told to go outside, get outside. What are you doing in here? Go outside and play.
Right.
Of course, the adults are, it's nice out. Go outside. It's 118. Right.
We had this door. It's back when my parents still rented the house that they lived in. They eventually bought it. But there was a door off the living room that there was no porch. So you're talking about a 6-foot drop, 7-foot drop. My parents always said, nobody in the house when we're not home. We'd sneak our buddies in to play Atari anyway. And then when we see the parents come down the driveway, we would just shove them out that door, 6-foot drop, 7-foot drop. Get out. They'd be bailing out of the living room like they're jumping out of an airplane.
Nice. What are your memories of Phoenix in 91? I have nothing but great memories of Phoenix because I was young and we had a pool in the backyard. And it was back in the day where, kids could grab a pillowcase and go out trick-or-treating by themselves without parents having to go with, come back and dump it out on your bed and go back out for more. Because we were right in the middle of Phoenix, city streets, neighborhood that was just packed. I had a lot of friends, and I was a kid. And it wasn't until I visited Phoenix in the summertime as an adult, and I was like, what's this temperature stuff all about? It's freaking hot down here. Because you don't know, I literally in the summertime, I'd get out of bed, eat some cereal while I was watching Wallace and Ladmo. Anyone from Phoenix knows what I'm talking about. And then I'd run out to the pool. And then around lunchtime, I'd go back in the house, make a sandwich, and go sit in the pool while I ate my sandwich. It was pretty crazy. Wallace and Ladmo was a morning show. They were two guys that did this show, and they show cartoons and all kinds of stuff. Anyone who was growing up in Phoenix in the late 60s all the way through up into the 90s knew Wallace and Ladmo. Every kid in town watched Wallace and Ladmo. Matter of fact, when I played my little band up in Arkansas, the guitar player, he was older than when he moved to Phoenix. He lived in Phoenix for 2 years, but he was already a teenager. And this show is aimed at small kids. They played cartoons and stuff. And one day we got to talking. He didn't know I grew up in Phoenix, and he started in the theme song for the Wallace and Ladmo. There's a part where they go, oh, oh, ah, ah, ah. And he looked over and he did that. And I'm like, you watch Wallace and Ladmo? And he was just floored because you just knew if you grew up in Phoenix, you watched Wallace and Ladmo, just a staple for the enough so that when Ladmo died first, every channel, even all the competing local channels, did spotlights on Ladmo.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because he was just they were a part of Phoenix history. Just amazing. So I loved it. I loved every second of being in Phoenix, but I would never live there now. I mean, look where I live. People might think I'm joking. Those lights are 15 miles away. We are in the middle of nowhere. I tell people I don't go into our little town, which has 2,000 people. Sometimes we only go in for the weekend to work. I don't go in between because there's too many people there. I live away from people. I can't imagine living in a city now. But yeah, it was fun though. I liked it as a kid. Let's see, Silence of the Lambs. Yeah. Going to the pool, I'm guessing that's what he's talking about. Outside Sky Harbor Airport at midnight to have a smoke. It was 105 degrees. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. And you used to be when I was a kid, we'd go to the airport and you could go up on the observation decks and stuff on top of the roof of the airport and all that stuff. It was great. It was great. But anyway, now we've gone another 30 minutes. Since, anyone new to the show, even though now it is the hanging out with Poe and Offgrid, it kind of has the same format where we don't know how long we're going to go. We don't know what we're going to talk about.
I'll tell you, after having dinner there and I was passing out and I opened my eye, I could barely open my eyes. They were burning. I'm like, yeah, we got to stick to an hour tonight. But now I'm awake again. So
right. And I know Mike's Gaming Gala here. He fondly remembers. I don't know if it was one of the first shows he came on with the show, and he would say, I thought you guys were a vinyl show because we talked like for an hour and a half about records. So we started off with a plan. Okay, we're going to talk about this game and some pinball and some of this, and it was just albums. But yeah, so yeah, I think let's see. Oh, Creep said I lived in the East and West Valley for 15 years before moving back to Boston. It is hot for sure. When were you there? I moved to Phoenix in 1973. And I moved out of Phoenix in 1981. And then I lived my high school years and stuff in northern Arizona. And then I went in the Navy. And then I went back and I lived there until I moved to Arkansas. My mom lives in Phoenix still, and I do not visit my mom between March and October because it's just too hot. It's too hot. By June, you're already in the hundreds. You know, May, you're starting to get into the hundreds. And my mom's older than I am. Weird enough to say, but she likes her house a little warmer. She doesn't have quite the heft that I have. And she's like, oh, it's nice in the house. The air conditioner's been running. And I'm like, it's 85, Mom. I'm dying. And we're spoiled here because we're on solar. So when it gets hot here and it's hot and sunny, I don't care. I turn on the air conditioner. I'll cool the house down to 60 degrees if I want to because it's free. It doesn't cost me anything to make the electricity to run it. Now, being out here when it's dark, my batteries are paying the price right now. But it's all right. It's all right. Oh, Obsidian Contraption is here. Did I say it properly? Good evening, peeps. Good to see you. Uncle Flip in the house. I just broke my fifth wind. Wait, are we still talking about being tired? You guys should have Michelle on as a guest sometime. I think Poe's been working on that. I don't know if
I've been telling her that. That's the whole casting couch thing.
Yeah, the hard part is prying her away from Mike because he kind of has her on an exclusive contract, from what I understand. But
that somehow he got her topless. So
yeah, I mean that was the moment we knew we had to have her on. But I'm not sure. Let's see.
You enjoyed that? Well, I won't say Casey's line. Never mind.
Moved there December 2001. Yeah, it's a totally different city than it was when I lived there. It's so much bigger now, like everything. Let's see. Oh, they're talking about the fifth wind is a smell. Poe has been working on Michelle for a while. Kelly says, woohoo, Michelle. She can be bought. As soon as Mike says that, instantly Casey's back in the chat. He's like, whoa, hey. He's pretending to laugh it off, but he's really saying, I should have got that damn triple time. I could have got Michelle.
Don't write a personal check. They always find out when you do that.
Oh man, I am hoping that next year for the PRGE, I'm. It's not hard to talk Kelly into this stuff because she's very supportive of all this stuff, and I tell her there's a pinball place in Tucumcari. She's like, let's go, and she has a lot of family. Well, we have a lot of family, but her sisters live up there. Her mom lives up in the Portland area, so it doesn't take much of an arm twist to get up to Portland. So I'm hopeful, and then maybe we can get Poe out there, and of course Mike will be there. Mike, the gaming road warrior, especially if we're going. But I'm hoping to see Casey there, and I'm going to put splints on my thumbs, so I'll be like, I can't play baseball. Sorry, Casey. I've discovered since I got the sprint that I suck at baseball too now. I'm trying so hard to be quick at throwing the ball and using that cutoff man that I'm choosing the first baseman before the second baseman got the ball, and then it rolls to the catcher. And Poe's out of here. Poe's out. Poe's phone needs to be plugged in. And so that tells you how long we've been running.
Once it gets lower there, it just starts boom tanking real quick after 20%. Yeah.
Hey Kelly, what are our batteries at right now? I'm curious. Let's see. Ballistic said he can be bought with Little Debbie's and nicotine. Loving the sprint. Been playing AD&D.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Me too. Poorly. So I keep thinking one of these days I should do a live stream and just play that. And Kelly and I, the thing that gets played the most on the sprint since I got it is bowling. And then every once in a while we'll do a round of horse racing. And then I play probably, the Dungeons and Dragons is probably the one I'm playing the most, I want to get back to where I can beat some of these harder levels. And it's amazing at 56 years old how nervous I still get when I hear, I'm like, I got to sneak up and try to scroll. And then the stupid thing comes out, and then I'm running and trying to shoot backwards. Yeah. And
I've been mostly sticking to the homebrew for now, but I'll be going back to Thunder Castle for sure. I love that game. And Casey told me, I didn't even know there's a faster version of that. So I need to download that, like a hacked version of Thunder Castle.
Oh, okay. Is that a free?
I think it is. It might be on Intellivision.us. I saw it somewhere. Yeah. And I didn't download it yet, but I need to.
That's another one I've never played. I never played Night Stalker.
Oh, and, yeah.
As popular as those are, I never played them. And so I'm looking forward to it. Oh, the batteries are at 90%. That's not bad at all. Yeah, so I'll have to look at that too. Because I got that Ms. Night Stalker after you told me about it. and I got my ass thoroughly kicked by that. And it's funny because you commented about, because I was calling the little spiderweb things the asterisks, and I'm playing. So the first time I noticed them, I'm playing the game, so I'm not even really paying attention. There's just these things in the way, and I can't figure out. And then when I was watching the replay of my video, I'm like, oh yeah, that spider's putting them out. I get it. They're spider webs. Yeah, so that's okay. That's okay. Anyone else hunting for overlays on eBay? No, I'll tell you what I did get from eBay first time ever. I had gone and put Keystone Capers in my eBay. I put it in my shopping cart, and then I said, well, hang on, I'm going to go to El Paso and look around. So I'm not going to order anything online until I see what I can pick up local. And I got an email yesterday from that seller, and he dropped the price like $2.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm still not buying it right now. But it's one of those sellers, though, you really have to buy like 4 games to make the shipping worth it, because the shipping is kind of high for just one game, but it doesn't change. So, it's like $10 for shipping. Well, you buy 2 games, that's $5 a piece for shipping. You buy 3 games, now it's $3.33. So so I'm not looking to buy anything right now, but I'll keep that in mind. Still hate the controllers. I'm just skipping that.
I had a heck of a time with them, and the show must go on. Getting up ladders, and then it would slip past, and I'd go up like one of the plate poles or something by mistake, and
oh, yeah, that was the best part of your video.
Right? Me yelling and swearing at the screen.
Yeah,
it's so frustrating because I was loving the game. I loved the whole idea of the game, But then I like not going where I want, or else, okay, I'm going to go up the ladder, but instead I run this way real fast. It's like, okay, I'm going to try to duck. Nope, I didn't duck. So you need to go and get controllers, like you said, maybe loosen those screws. But when I found out that CX40 Plus worked on there, I gave it a try with that. I'm like, wow, I'm doing so much better. Maybe just because I'm really used to the Atari joystick.
So did you just plugged in the little dongle?
Yeah.
Now,
when you first do that and you turn on the Sprint and you're in your folders, they just take off. Your folders go like crazy. But once you stop it and go into a game and everything, then it stops doing that. It's not scrolling real fast anymore. So. Oh,
okay. I think, did you see my comment? I was like, it looks like logger controls because you kept running past the ladder. But you could sense your frustration level rising every time you went past. It's like, oh man, he's getting pissed.
Oh, there's so many times that you thought that these plates that are down here at the beginning are going to fall. There's no way I'm getting to the end. Then all of a sudden, somehow I get to the end. I'm like, holy crap! How did that happen?
Yeah, I had watched someone playing that.
Probably someone good.
and I don't know if it was Casey or Chuck, maybe.
Oh, you'll have to go back and watch Mike's Gaming Gala.
Could have been Papa Pete. Yeah,
he has a skit and everything, so you'll have to watch that.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to look that up. And it was one of those that I was like, yeah, it's a fun looking game, but I didn't really put. And then when I watched you play it again, I was like, yeah, maybe I will put that on my list. Okay, but I'm not going to dive in and buy 100 games, this week. I'm going to try to spread it out a little bit, and I don't want to overload myself to the point where it's like, I got 50 new games all of a sudden, or even 20, and then I don't give any of them the time to really play them. So I'll pick some Atari games up when I'm in El Paso if I find anything good, and or good price or whatever. But really, I'm going to focus on this one for and play it, and not just be like, oh, now I got something new, and check this one off to the side. So I kind of am trying to not just but it's hard. It's hard, especially then these fuckers put them on sale. And you're like, look, asshole, I was trying to not buy your stuff until next month.
That's the big thing now is like I'm seeing these homebrew games that I wanted but didn't go for on cartridge for the Intellivision. I'm like, now they're coming out. It's like, now's the time to buy these things, end up doing the same thing though. It's like, oh, I can get 5 of these for the price of 1 cartridge. Yeah, I'm going to do it,
Yeah. Yeah. Mystic Castle. Is that?
Yes. Mystic Castle. Yep.
Let's see. Same effects. Well, I like the games. That's the beauty of eBay. You can literally get anything you want from anywhere if you have enough money. That's where I got Kelly. I love seeing swearing while playing games. Yeah, that's a hard one for me too, because oddly enough, I cuss like a sailor. And there are times where I'm like, I actually, though, I have shelved videos and reshot them because I got to that tipping point. The next thing you know, I'm playing. I'm like, motherfucker, goddamn this fucking game. No, okay, I better stop.
Right.
Especially there was one that was Zaccaria Pinball, and I was playing, and I was just struggling. And Zaccaria has been watching my videos and commenting, and I'm like, at one point, I'm like, this fucking game sucks. What the fuck? And then I'm like, okay, this cannot be in the video. This can't be in the video. Zaccaria is going to kick me off the Discord.
Yeah, this dude that I was watching today, this place that he was playing that Genesis homebrew from, he was talking about another game. They had sent him like 5 games over the year or whatever to try out for his channel. And he was ripping on the previous game in this video. And they were in the comments, well, you really need to try to do this or that or that, or, just trying to explain away all his gripes about it. I'm like, this dude's never getting another free game from these guys again, man. He was just ripping on their stuff.
Right. Yeah. Donkey Dongle Love. I'm not even sure what that's referring to at this point, but sounds interesting. Time to take a wallet break. Yeah, I hear you. And then Mike being telling you, taper down. It's smart. Be wise. Buy all the games.
Explain. I told him, he was talking about the impressive haul. He knew I didn't get all that stuff for Christmas, the stuff that was under my tree in that video. I'm like, I was going to do originally a year in review of what I got. And it really was way too much when I started thinking about it. You wouldn't have seen the tree. And then that's got me thinking, yeah, I'm just, like you said, FOMO. Atari's bringing out all these games for the 7800 and 2600. Yeah, get them all. It's cheaper if you buy the 5 of them instead of 2 or 3 of them. Right. And it's just like, I got too much here that I haven't even played for this year. So it is time to slow down.
Yeah. I had to leave this one up because Casey's taking some of the heat off of me for my earlier tirade. Mike blames the remote when he dies. And Corey, Ballistic's laughing at my rants. Let's see. Ballistic, I like the sprint about 10% more than when I did when I first played it, which is a good thing. I've gotten used to the scars. Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing. We talked about that back in the screws thing off, and I was having issues with going down easy on the player 1 remote. That's Casey's fault. Where's the Chuck clip? It's all Casey's fault. I just on the player 1 side. I've never used the player 2 one. Kelly always does, but I was playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I was getting a blister because I was having trouble getting it to go down, and it would stop from time to time. And I'm like thinking, how your brain works. Just press harder. When it's good when you hear the cracking sound. It's supposed to do that. And I had a blister forming on my thumb, and ever since I backed the screws out, and I did open the whole thing up and back those screws. I don't know how much you're supposed to. I went about a quarter turn on the ones by the spring, and I learned the hard way. I should have remembered from back in the day. I think I told you the first time I took the screws off and then I took the back off and all the buttons fell out, the side buttons. So the second one, I took the screws out, flipped it over, and lifted the top off. But took about 5-10 minutes to do both. 4 screws, flip it over, take it off, 2 screws.
Yeah,
and I think it's working much better. I can't honestly not blame myself for any time that I've had mistakes happening. If it's not doing something properly, it's because I'm not doing it right. Yeah. So I think it made a big difference. Well, not a big difference because it wasn't a big problem. It was just every once in a while. But yeah, it's working a lot better.
You mentioned you said remotes there again. It made me think. I think it was yesterday. One of the Facebook groups, somebody posted this old show from the 80s I had never heard of, but it was a kid show, a teen show, and they would do different segments during it. And they brought this guy in from a gaming magazine place to talk about the new systems that were coming out that year in the U.S. So they're talking about the TurboGrafx 16, and they pulled this little girl from the audience. They're like, "You come and play this while we talk about another system." Then they talk about the Genesis. The guy's going on about the specs and everything about the Genesis, and they pick another kid to come play that. And then they're talking about the Game Boy. So these were all things that were coming out that year. And then they go back to the kids, the girl playing the TurboGrafx. What did you think? How's it better than the old Nintendo and stuff? They go to the boy to talk to him about the Genesis. And the first thing he says is, "It's got a great remote. It has 3 buttons on it." And I'm like, I should have screen recorded that for Mike, 1989, the kid's calling it a remote.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah. I got distracted, sorry. But the remotes thing. It's funny how it trickles into your head. I had one of those things where you say something and then you don't want to say it when it counts. I was out with some friends like 2 a.m. We went bowling or something, and then we went out to this Denny's, and we were talking about what we were going to order, and I said I'm going to get an order of cheese sticks, but I'm going to say cheese dicks when the lady comes up. And sure enough, when she came up, I said it. I'm like, and everyone looked at me in horror, and I'm like, I did not intend to say it.
I did the same thing years ago, and we were going to a restaurant for a Christmas dinner. So it was my brother's family, my sister's family, my parents, and they asked me what kind of pasta. Well, beforehand, I was joking with my 2 brothers on the side, So I want this shrimp Alfredo. She said, "What kind of pasta?" And I said, "Put it on anal hair instead of angel hair." And I said it right there. And it's just like,
yeah. Of course, I told Kelly that story about the cheese dicks, and then so she thought she'd repeat the thing, and she thought it'd be funny. But when the waitress came up, she said, "Give me some of them cheddar cocks," and it didn't go over the same. But the lady gave her a phone number of some dude. I don't know.
Got the from under cheese going there.
You can just picture in your mind what Kelly's face looks like whenever I start saying it. Well, Kelly decided she was going to story because she doesn't know where it's going to go, but it's not going to be a good place for her. But all right. Well, now it's been 50 minutes since I said we should asked if we would be done.
My phone doesn't even care that I plugged it in. I went from 15% down to 13, even with it plugged in now. So.
Maybe it's plugged into the same wall outlet that Ballistics Asteroids was plugged into. That wasn't working. That was over an hour ago in the chats. So Kelly sounds fun. Cheddar cocks for the win here. I think that might be a good place to end the show with cheddar cocks. Yeah.
I had a sergeant in the Air Force, and his last name was Glasscock, and we called him Porcelain Penis.
Oh, nice. When I was in work week in boot camp, I got assigned to the galley in the pots and pans division, and he wasn't the senior guy, but he was directly in charge of him. His last name was Strand, and his rank was E3, which made him a seaman. So he in Strand.
We at the mill, we had a guy that was hired, and before he was even there, we saw the name on the schedule, and his name was Luke Seaman. So as soon as he got there, his nickname, Lukewarm Seaman, was his name from then on. And I remember the guy I was working with, like, you see that Seaman guy starting. I said, is he a huge load or is he a little squirt? I haven't seen him yet.
Oh yeah, shuttlecocks. That's when you discover badminton. Yeah, as a young boy, that's just they're setting it up for you.
Well, the house that we moved into before this one, the next door neighbors were sisters, biological sisters, but they were retired nuns as well.
Oh.
And they had a real nice flower garden. And they liked our flower garden too. Of course, we had ornaments out there, and we had a chicken. And the one nun said to me and my wife one day when we were coming in, she's like, I really like your garden cock.
Nice. Oh, man. Oh.
This has turned dirty.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you the joke with the three nuns that die and go to heaven? You want me to tell this joke?
Oh, yeah.
It falls right in line with this. So they get up to heaven. St. Peter said, I know you guys are, you're nuns and all, so you're probably good to go, but I do got to ask you a question. Make sure you're paying attention. And the nuns get all nervous, and he goes, relax, it's going to be easy. So he calls the first nun up. She's all nervous. He says, who was the first man on earth? She goes, oh, it was Adam. And he smiles, the bell rings, the gates open, she goes in. So the next nun, she's feeling a little better, but she's still nervous. She goes up and he says, who was the first woman on earth? And she goes, oh, that was Eve. He smiles, the bell rings, gates open. Third nun comes up. She's feeling good now. She gets up there. He goes, what were Eve's first words to Adam? She goes, man, that's a hard one. He smiles, the bell rings, the gate opens. I told that joke to two nurses when Kelly worked at the nursing home. Then I kind of did the mic drop and just walked away after I hit the punchline. And I turn around and the one nurse is saying to the other nurse, it's a penis joke. Oh. I'm like, oh, I knew eventually someone wouldn't get it. But yeah, see, Kelly was nervous as soon as I said I got a nun joke. I have another nun joke, but it's probably not appropriate for on the show. I'll tell you that one in private sometime. But yeah, I think we should probably end the show there. What do you think?
Yep, sounds good to me.
Yeah, so next week, same bat time, same bat channel. It will be the new year. So
Happy New Year.
I will have to do I'm going to do some stuff out here, see what's going on with my computer. And I can't figure out why my camera doesn't want to talk to my browser sometimes. It's really weird. Once it decides to talk to it, it does, but I can shut down my browser, open up OBS, it connects right away. Shut down OBS, open up my browser, says I can't connect. I don't know what's going on. So I got to research that. So hopefully next week we're not late. I apologize to anyone that was here early and we weren't. That was all on me. Nurses love penis jokes. Yeah, and let's see. End on the show on nuns and shuttlecocks. That is where that's the goal. Any good show knows where to end it. So, yeah, so we'll look for us next week. We'll be there, and we'll decide sometime between now and the end of the next show what we're going to talk about in the next show.
All right.
I think this went well. Thanks for everyone that was here. Chat was
you.
fun. And I'll try to get better at getting chat. And I'm going to try to figure out how to get that chat window working. I'm hoping it was just a fluke. But I'm going to try to get that chat window open so that people can read chats. If they happen to be in mine, you'll see the other people's chats too. I think it's starting to rain.
Oh, that's going to be tomorrow here. It's supposed to
Wow. That means there's a chance if it gets cold enough tonight with tomorrow's high only supposed to be 42, I could wake up to snow in the morning. And it was like 80 degrees 2 days ago. It was 70 today. It's crazy. Texas. That's Texas for you. All right. So we are going to go. Thanks for everybody. Jabba's still with us in the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah.
And thanks, Mike, for being here. Casey, Ballistic, Creep, Obsidian Contract. Man, I'll be here all day. There were a lot of people here. Thanks a lot. Chaos was here. I'm going to miss people, but sorry. Kelly just yelled, yes, it's raining. But yeah, Ballistic said it was the rain that was just at his place. So thanks for sending it down. And yeah, we have a really long outro. It's just a little bit longer than the intro. I think the intro is actually just about 3 minutes. And this is a little bit longer. So try to bear with us for the entire outro because Poe spent a lot of time on it. And and we'll see you next week. We're out.
Thanks for stopping by, guys.